Welcome back into GMQC at 11. It's Wednesday, so you know that means we have our plant and garden guy, Craig Highnight, joining us. We would say in studio, but we're trying to changing it up today on this Wednesday, coming outside. I know, we're going to
They let us out.
It's nice.
We're gonna listen in. It's nice out, so we're out here. Craig, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, you have the first question.
Yes, he'll be answering all of your blooming questions. Have to include that in there.
That
Now
is
we
part
got
of the
this one right here. After I put new plants in, how long do I have to wait before I spread weed and feed nearby?
Okay, make sure you keep the weed and feed away from the plants that you've put in, and you can do it anytime. Remember, do it on a day that the wind is not going to blow anything into the bed.
Gotcha. We have a Bill Cromer who's saying, hey, Craig. And then we have Barbara who's wondering, should my butterfly bush be showing new growth yet, or did it die?
Don't give up just yet. Butterfly bush, hardy hibiscus, they're the last things we're going to see poke their little heads above the ground, so I usually don't get really anxious until Labor Day.
All right, good to know. Robert asks, my peonies are really lagging behind this year. What should I be fertilizing them with?
What you want to use is a good organic fertilizer. Follow the directions on the label. And remember, this is starting to sound like a broken record. You've got to make sure you do decent watering in August and September to get them ready for spring.
We have, oh, sorry, go.
Or I was going to say, I actually realized I fumbled that one a little bit. It was when should I start fertilizing them?
Oh, now. You should actually start fertilizing as soon as you see their little noses poke above the ground.
There
All
you go.
right, now it's your turn.
That's a different answer.
Yes.
Craig is like, now. All right, we have our newsroom submitting a question from a viewer. After I put new plants in, how long do I have to wait before I spread weed and feed nearby?
Question we asked.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Oh,
We've
they're
already
submitting the
got
same
that
ones. My bad. I'm so sorry, Craig. We're getting these in. Okay, you have Melissa who's wondering, I bought a butterfly bush at a local plant sale. I planted it and have since read that the plant is pretty invasive. Should I remove and plant a new planter instead?
Butterfly weed? It hasn't been that invasive anytime I've used it in my yard.
All right, then we have Cindy saying that she transplanted my rhubarb and it is so small. Do I have to wait a year for it to get larger?
Oh, you never harvest the first year, whether your plant is coming out of a container from a nursery or you've moved it in the yard. Remember, you've put it through a pretty good root damage. It's going to take a year or two for it to get back up to production.
You'll like this one. We have Mindy who's watching us. She said, a lovely day to be outside. She's watching on her deck. And then we have Sherry who's saying that I plant tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers. What should I put in the soil to help grow healthier plants? Also, what can I put on the plants to ward off insects?
Okay, first of all, again, you're going to use something like Tomato Grow or Garden Tone through your whole garden. Again, read the label, follow the directions. As far as keeping insects at bay, it's one of those things, for insects, I don't do preemptive spraying. You've got to wait for the problem to actually show up. Then you're going to fall back to maybe something like Captain Jack's Dead Bug Juice to go ahead and keep insects under control.
All right, the last question.
All right, yes, last question before we take a quick break. What is the proper way to deadhead petunias?
Petunias? Okay, you look at the flower of the petunia. Around the base of that is a little five-fingered calyx. That has to come off the plant because that is where the seed would be forming. So just pop that calyx and bloom as it fades.
Awesome. And we'll be right back with some more GMQC and Craig. Get your questions in. I think we've got through most of them at this point, or else I have to start picking some of the same ones again, like we just did a second ago. All right, stay with us.